Well, hello everybody, my name is Shenko and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Series episode 27. I hope y'all are well. This time, actually in 1.21, the Tricky Trials update. So if you didn't follow us in the last episode, we managed to find this. We have a mace. But it's a good thing that I was able to get this before the actual 1.21 update because, well, I still have Smite, Density, and Breach on the same mace. And as you know, you cannot do that anymore. So as of right now, this mace, or as I named it, Pan, is a relic in our world. So with the new update, what are we going to get on with this episode? Well, here's the thing. I have a whole bunch of shulker boxes here because I want to expand out elsewhere. I want to start a new project that's not on this island. Not to say that this island is not home. I mean, I still got a lot of ideas here and there. But I do want to go out there and build in another area. Since it is a new update, I can go outside of my normal island and go load some of the newer chunks in order to see the other trial chambers. So in this episode, I am going to go out there to expand my building repertoire and also go look for the music disc and windburst for a base. But in these shulker boxes, I have a few materials here, but I'll talk about them when I decide to build what I have in mind. I do also have a shulker box full of materials that we can trade with cartographers to get the trial chamber maps. And also this shulker box right here, where most of the more valuable resources from the trial chambers are in it. Now before we head out, I do want to have a change of armor. Because if you remembered when we switched over to 1.20, the Trails and Tales update, my first smithing template was the Silence armor trim. And it took the form of my Solar Fragment armor. This time I want to make a new set of armor to signify that we are now in a new update. And what better pieces of armor to use than the ones that I wore with me in the trial chambers in the last episode. They are a bit worn, I know, but we have a few mending books here that we can use. So we are going to take a trip down to the blacksmith forge within my mega base, and all the previous smithing templates are all on display here. I might need to make some space in order to accommodate for the new smithing templates here. No, that ain't right. What? Why is it blue? It's probably rendering wrong. If you're wondering why you can see the borders of the tinted glass, well, all the mods are not updated to 1.21 just yet, so continuity is having some issues. And, well, you can see the border of glass, stained glass, and also tinted glass. Anyways. Now that's something unique. How about the helmet? Ooh. Ooh, the helmet actually looks pretty good. The pants also look pretty good. Okay, not to discredit Bolt, but I think Flow looks pretty good. I think this will be pretty thematic over the next year or so before the next update releases. Now before we put mending on them, let's see what they look like. Huh. You know what? It actually looks really nice. It's actually giving me the vibes of the Avatar state in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I am going to give this collection name The Avatars. I am actually going to keep my Sun Fragment boots because I feel like this would be rather useful to keep, especially with all the enchantments on it, and I feel like it'll give us connection to the previous update. And with the sun rising in the east right there, I think it's time we start our adventure. So right then, we are going to equip our glider and go in search of a new land to expand our world and the possibilities of building in this world. Are y'all ready? Let's start this adventure. Now the clouds do look a bit odd because, well, they're vanilla clouds, but that should be fine. I don't mind them as much. This is our coral reef. Maybe this could be the place in which we build. Wait, is that? It's an armadillo! I forgot these came out! I didn't went searching for them when I switched over to 1.20.6, but oh, look at them. Wait, if I run past them, they curl up. That's so cool. Oh, y'all are so cute. Wait, hang on. If I... Where is my... Did I not bring a brush? There's my brush. If I brush you... I got a scoot! I need 6. Okay. Come here, buddy. I need your scoots. Ooh. How much durability do they take off your brush? 8 durability for that. Wow, that's quite a lot. Okay, thankfully I have unbreaking on them, so I guess we'll get a 6th one now, because I don't want my brush to break. Anyways, while we're looking for a place to call ourselves home... Oh look, that's an armadillo over there. How cute. Oh, there's a rabbit over here. Oh, there's a family of rabbits. Pretty cool. Don't jump in the hole! Don't jump in the hole! Tragic. That is just tragic. But looking at this area, this is actually quite beautiful. A very lush coral reef right here. And all this is just desert, which honestly looks pretty cool. I actually think that we might have found where we might be basing. Oh, look, there's a little desert well over here. We might as well set up camp here for the moment because, well, the sun is setting. I see you over there. You know what? Since they spawned over there, we're about to have some fun. Face my mace! That's right. Get stuck in the cactus. And this is why the mace is my favorite addition to the game. It's just so fun. And hey, we got another ominous bottle, so we could probably do another ominous trial in the future. So I just realized collecting up all this sand is going to need a lot of storage in order to store all this, so that we can terraform this jagged landscape a little bit more, or make it a little bit more simple. And well, I don't want to take up more of the shulker boxes, so let's get out some wood. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am actually not really feeling about the dark oak. I feel like something a little bit lighter would fare better here. Oh yeah, that definitely looks much better. I feel like the desert does lend itself more to spruce rather than dark oak, but maybe the dark oak can be used somewhere else. Now that actually looks pretty good as a tent. Now with the sun setting, we can come into our tent. We'll put up a lantern right here, and we'll set our bed inside our tent for the very first time. And then with a few more books, we can just slot them in like so, just so there's a little bit of variance right here. And there you go. We have a nice little area for us to work within. And we got some storage right here and also right here. Let's make an empty map. And let's map out this little area right here. And show that, yep, that's the campsite right over there. Well, now we have... Oh, they're back again. One time wasn't enough for all of you, huh? You really want me to come out here and kick your ass again? Alright. Y'all asked for it. I set up shop here. Right, so after that interruption, we can go back to business in flattening out all this terrain right here. Hey folks, welcome back, and as you can see, we've made the terrain a little bit less patchy, and now it is a lot more uniform with all the sand around, although there are still a few more patches of sandstone right here, which I should fill in with sand, but that is for another time, because currently we do have a lot of nice flat and uniform area around to do some building around here. So I have been here for a while, collecting up a bit of copper, letting it smelt so I can repair most of my armor. As you can see, my leggings and my helmet seem to be repairing almost fully, although the chest plate still leaves a lot to be desired. But I have been laying out all my copper to oxidize, and it all has been going pretty well so far, because I think I'm going to be using copper for this build. But I don't wish to jump into building just yet, because I do want to talk about one of the newer features in 1.21, the Tricky Trials update, the trial chambers. I didn't get a chance to talk about them during the last episode where we were grinding for this little thing right here, but I think since we are gonna take a little bit of time before we start building here, I feel like it's a good time to talk about the trial chambers. Hello, do you... There's a camel! I didn't really mess with camels back during the 1.20 update. Is the camel going to sit? Oh, the camel's sitting. Oh. I am going to need your finest emeralds. It is literally right here. What? It is literally underneath this village. Okay. So now that you look at the map on my left hand over there, once you line yourself to where the trial chamber is displayed on the map, you can proceed to dig your way down to the trial chamber itself. Since we're down here, I might as well collect up some of this clay because... Oh, okay, it's right here. I didn't think that it'd just be right here next to all this clay. I kept digging down there thinking, oh, it's probably not here. Well, I might as well collect up this clay, and lo and behold, there are the tough bricks right there. So this is going to be a newer trial chamber compared to what we were already used to. Oh, it's one of these chambers. Oh, we got strays. Wait, I killed 2 of them with 1. That's pretty cool. Let me get up on them. Ow. Come here. Come here. You're dead. And we got trial keys. Yes. We can actually open up these ominous vaults. Because why not? We'll take the candles as well, just for show that we've opened these ones. Okay, we got an ominous bottle. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's collect up some of these then. Now the loot in the regular vaults isn't as impressive, but it's still pretty good. I mean, still look... Ooh, what's that? Sharpness 5, okay. You know what? I stand corrected. The loot is still relatively good. You can get some pretty good stuff out of these vaults. Oops. Those are spiders. Come here. Come here. Got some bread. Oh no, this is baby zombies, isn't it? These are baby zombies. It's a good thing I have smite on these. It's a good thing I have smite. Come here. Come here. I can't hit you. Stupid baby zombies. It's a good thing this isn't an ominous one, or else they would probably have armor on them. Come here. Oh, come on. Where are you? Come on, buddy. Come here. There you are. Come here. There you go. We got the new music disc. We got creator. Amazing. All right, we got one of the new. We managed to get one of the 3 new music discs. Okay, that is amazing. Right, we got one more ominous key, which we'll be very careful on how we use that. Although, oh, wait, is that? That's the second one. All right, we got 2 of the music discs now. Awesome. Okay, so we now have the other music disc, Aaron Shara Precipice. That's gonna be interesting. Punch 2. Okay. Not the best, but I guess it will do. Well, hello there. This is post-editing Shenko. I'm apologizing if this episode seems a little bit jumbled up with random things here and there. I've been very busy in life, so this episode is just whatever I've done. I mean, usually the survival series videos are just a jumbled up mess of things that I've done in Minecraft, so I'd say it is par for the course for the moment. Anyways, I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about Trial Chambers because it's been a while since we've been in the Tricky Trials update, and well, I have some things to say about the Trial Chambers. In short, I love them. I absolutely love the experience of going through Trial Chambers and taking on the challenge of experimenting with different weapons such as the mace. You already know how I feel about the mace. I love the mace. But yeah, all these different rooms and chambers that challenge you in different combat situations, it really encourages you to try out some different weapons here and there. So that's why I've been playing around with the mace and also the crossbow. As you can see here, I shoot straight through the strays and kill them all. Pretty cool. So because of the different mobs that you experience in every trial chamber, I think it really encourages you to use different weapons. So make sure you bring a sword when there are hordes of enemies, and if you're dealing with singular enemies where you need a lot of damage, then you could bring the mace and some wind charges because, oh, they're really cool. The loot in these trial chambers are actually not too bad. I honestly don't really find it that much of a problem, although I do have to say I wish there was a way to reset the vaults on single player. I can understand that the vaults were mainly balanced for multiplayer, where everyone can open the vault at least once, but in single player, you only open the vault once and that's about it. Unless you invite people over to your single player world. Which, maybe I'll do that in the future. Who knows? And, well, you know, sometimes trial chambers can be incredibly challenging with baby zombies, but that's okay. You lead them through the corridor, you jump up, and you smash their head with a mace. Amazing. Now, you're going to be going back to live Shen in a little bit. Oh, look at that. We got an achievement. So, the episode is a little bit of a jumbled mess, but I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Alright, you should be going back to live Shen right about now. So So we are back at the campsite after going through 2 trial chambers, and my copper is still in the process of being oxidized. I mean, I did go into the trial chambers and collect a whole bunch of other copper, but most of this is waxed blocks of copper. So I am gonna save some of this as normal copper. And also in this shulker box, we also have all the other treasures and bits that we collected from our trial chamber explorations. So as of right now, I actually have some plans to build something, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. What I actually want to do is a bit of improvisation to our environment here on this desert plains. You see, the desert is very barren and, well, isolated. Nothing but sand, cactus, and some dead bushes here. But along this river, you will see some patches of grass over there and also over there. So what I was thinking is that I could convert one of these areas into patches of oasis along the river. And we'll proceed with digging out some parts of the riverbank here. And we'll fill it in with the moss. You know, the sugarcane here actually gives me a little bit of an idea on what to expand. We can make like a little oasis where we are growing a whole bunch of sugarcane by the riverbank right here. So far without any palm trees per se, that itself looks really nice. I love the nice little patches of oasis gardens right by the river that passes through the sand dunes. But right here, we are growing a whole patch of sugarcane, which is honestly amazing. But this little oasis by the river is missing some palm trees, so I have to draft out some palm trees and where to place them. Maybe somewhere like here, maybe near the sugarcane farm, or maybe just across the bank right here. You never know. So while our campsite is very much developing, I think we need to move on to much bigger builds here. So that's why I'm going to leave this land over for a build that I have in mind. Now unfortunately, as I'm recording this, replay mod isn't actually available for 1.21. So because of that, you are going to be in for a treat as I'm going to be running through the process in how I build these sorts of buildings. And before the episode started, I actually prepared some materials here to build with. We got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. We got a few wood types, oak, birch, jungle, some dripstone blocks, some wool. We got some red sand, even though we could probably get some more over there along with a bit more terracotta. We got some packed mud, which we will probably convert into mud bricks. A bit more wool. Some cherry, which I would like to use. We got a whole bunch of sandstone, some tuff, and some copper because, well, these 2 blocks seem to be the main block types in the 1.21 Tricky Trials update. Right, so first things first, I am going to outline what I wish to build here. Right, so this is currently what I have for the baseline, or the shape of the build is going to be in two shapes, a much more uniform rectangle and a tilted rectangle here. First, when you start building, you're going to need to think of the shape of the build first. You don't necessarily want to think of the textures and all the other bits and details, because first things first, you gotta make sure you have a shape that's worth building. So what I'm thinking is that we could have windows like this. Alright, the stairs will come up like that. We could have exposed copper windows as such, then add in the walls as such. You know what? That doesn't look that bad. Because what I want to do here is that I want a bit of a rim going about here. Definitely looks a lot cleaner. I feel like as a base block, that looks slightly better. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that. So, it's been a hot minute because I was busy in real life, you know, a normal 9-to-5 job, just on that corporate grind, you know how it's like. But since the last time I touched Minecraft, we currently have something pretty good going for this little house right here. Now, I did touch up a little bit here and there and add a small little garden in between these two sections of the mud and the sandstone. I've broken it up with a little bit of green and a little bit of natural vibes with it. So I have a whole bunch of azalea leaves, flowering azalea, some tiny drip leaf, some sea pickles, as well as some flowers. And it sort of breaks up the very monotone colors of mud and sandstone. Now, replay bot still isn't available yet, so I'm going to be doing a bit of detailing here and there. Now I'm going to start with the trim of that roof right here, as the sandstone is looking a little plain right there, especially with the first floor having its own trim. Now I have been preparing some other materials. There it is, some orange glazed terracotta. I'd like some smooth red sandstone. I would like some of the stripped warp stem, and also some orange terracotta. Now, I'm not sure how this will look, but we're gonna do a little experiment here. Let's place it like so. Right here. Now let's place the orange glazed terracotta. Okay, there we go. So we do that, and then we add in the smooth red sandstone. That doesn't look that bad. Maybe I'll change that to cut sandstone instead of normal sandstone, but it doesn't look all that bad. Right, I'm gonna repeat it across the entire trim of the second floor, and we'll come back to do a few more details about here. It's a good thing I have this map to show where we started at our Desert Outpost, because right here we have the first building at our desert outpost, and it looks very nice. I added a few more details here and there. I have this little overhang shed looking thing with a whole bunch of barrels that stores some materials like sand, some mob drops, some wooden materials. All the way over here I have a little pen, which I have an idea on what I want to put in it, but I can't find one yet. We'll go do that later. Right here we have a nice little path of coarse dirt, granite, brick, and packed mud. Around here I started experimenting with a few cactus designs. Some smaller, some larger, some with a little bit of... Oops, that's my phone. Some with a little budding flower on top of the cactuses, and some mini cactuses in the form of sea cucumbers. No, not sea cucumbers, sea pickles. If you come into the home, the interior is still being worked on. I managed to put up the ceiling and the floor. Also have a bit of carpet laying around with teal and light blue. As you can see, a whole bunch of scaffolding set up because that's how I like to position what I would like to put in the interiors. If we go to the second floor, you will see slightly more finished interior compared to the first floor. I was finally able to use cherry wood, and now I have some nice pink seats that can sit by the window and admire the amazing view that you can get of the desert and the ocean with the coral reefs over there. We have a whole bunch of bookshelves and chiseled bookshelves, a cartography table, and if we come up to the roof, it gets really cozy up here. We have a nice little canopy with a blue piece of large fabric hanging from these 4 posts to act as a cover or tent for the ceiling. We have beds right here. If I need to sleep, I could just sleep on the roof. And we also have some nice gardens right here. It is simple, yes, but we're still making it work here and there. So along with the tent, which is most likely going to stay here, what do you think of the first building at our desert outpost? I think it looks pretty neat. Now, I mentioned that this pen is going to be for someone very special, and based on the size of it, you can probably imagine what we are going to be putting in this little pen right here. That's a pyramid right there. There you are! You came out all the way to the desert. Hi, buddy. Hello. Will you love me? Look at us. We're gonna be riding camels. Onwards. You're a little bit slow, but... you know, you got a lot of health. It's okay, take your time, buddy. We'll get there eventually. This is amazing. Right, welcome to your new home. Your pen would be right here. Nice and cozy. I will probably put in some carpet for you in the future. But nice and spacious for you. There you go. Alright, there we go. We now have a cozy little pen area for our new camel friend. But now that you are here, I need your help in deciding a name for our camel friend. What should we name them? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Now, speaking of animals, there is actually one more group of animals that can be found here in the desert or the wooded badlands right over there. We just need to take a little trip up there. Head on over to the wooded badlands. Are there any around? Nope, that's another armadillo. There's more armadillos. You guys are giving me scoots. Alright, I'll take that. Thank you. There they are! Hi, buddies. Hello. These are the new wolves. Aww. Would you like a bone? Would you want to be my friend? Aww. We'll grab your buddies as well, because why not? I see one more up here. Where are you? There you are. Would you like to join us? You do? Alright. Don't they just look like hyenas? They look like the kind that would be carnivores, but oh, they are very cute. Let me get you all straight inside here. And you're all safe and sound. Oh, look at you. All of you. Okay. I haven't done this yet, but where did I put it? Here. You know what? Hang on. Perfect timing. Oi! You! Face my dogs! Get them all! Get them! Get them! No! Yes! Get him! Attack! My legion! Fantastic. Y'all did amazingly well. There it is. Alright. I've always wanted to see how this would look on the wolves. Now, since our land is mostly orange and teal, I will craft up some teal dye. Let's see how teal dye looks here. So I heard you can dye this stuff. Okay, you can. Oh, you can also change the color of it. So if I were to put some light blue on it, doesn't look too bad. Now, you're the alpha. You took the most damage. You were actually the most ferocious when fighting those pillagers. So you get that. Look at him. He's so cool. Look at him. Aww. Look at him. Alright, you go say hello. He's your alpha now. All three of you are gonna be working together. Well, I guess we got 3 more puppies to join us at this outpost right here. I'm not sure what I should name them, but if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm actually really happy with how this outpost is coming out so far. First we started with a tent and now we have an actual home. I can't wait to expand across the river and into the sand dunes right there. I think we can come up with a pretty cool outpost right here on this desert. But anyways everyone, that's where I'm gonna leave it for episode 27 of the Minecraft Survival series. I really hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to follow along the journey with me. As always, my name is Shenko. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Take care of yourselves, be nice to one another, and I will see you in the next video. Until we meet again. Later.